Gotcha. Gotcha. Hello everybody and welcome back to the coolest dog training channel right here on YouTube. I'm Tom Davis, America's Canine Educator. Listen guys, we just got back from West Virginia doing a ton of training with a dog that was gonna be euthanized and was on the euthanasia list. 1 hour before the dog was actually euthanized, it was pulled. She's a super sweet dog, and this family is working on several different issues, starting from the ground up, starting from a clean slate with this new dog. I'm so excited to show you guys and I hope you enjoy it. Gotcha. Gotcha. Whatever. Drop the ball. Yeah. You're developing new skill sets, new relationships. So this isn't a, am I doing it wrong? Am I doing it right? Is it fixed yet? Is it not? It's going to take a long period of time. Even when I leave, you're still going to be developing what works and what doesn't. So right now you're building a relationship that she understands right from wrong. She understands when you're upset or when you're mad or when you're punishing her. Where before, I mean, if she was pulling at the end of the leash and we were like, no, leave it, don't, heel, she doesn't have any concept of that because there was ultimately no punishment for the non-compliance. So she was like, nope, boom, squirrel. And you could say anything that you want. She's not gonna turn around and face you. So now what we're creating with just a little bit of pressure, and because it's actually safer to use this because this leash is gonna fit right here, right where your power steering is. See how easy I can dictate her like that, like a horse, versus this down here where you saw before, where it's sitting on her trachea and her throat. She's just gonna keep pulling and hacking and choking. So on a smaller level of the outside, like we saw before being the big final test, we're gonna say, okay, let's reel it in, let's teach her with training wheels first, and then we'll gradually go outside. So you're building just a more structured, more balanced relationship with the dog instead of, because I guess my point is slow and steady wins this race. It's kind of boring process, however, it's the best process because I think a lot of people with dogs when they have, not all issues, but some issues is they say like, what am I doing wrong? How do I fix it? It's like, it's not necessarily that easy. I wish it was. Where like a car, you could be like, bink or blink and like, you know, turn something on and off and it works. With dogs, you have to teach them the way to be that you want them to be. Not just boop, 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 it's fixed. So it is a process. So you're doing fantastic. Do you have any questions on that? So you can take this and then I want you to just, you can walk her around anywhere. Now just walk towards me and then stop, ask her to sit. That's good.
Freya, sit. 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 Freya, sit.
So you can use that leash.
Sit.
So let me show you what you want to do. So see how what you did is, again, this is, you're not doing anything wrong. This is just what a lot of people think that you should do. So a lot of people think that when you're out for a walk that you can almost do this and then ask the dog sit, and that's okay to do, but if you got nothing else going on in the room, when you're walking, heel, Freya, sit. Just give her a little pressure, sit, and then make her sit next to you, good girl, and she'll probably flop down, but just try to make her sit next to you. Don't step back and then ask her to sit, because that's kind of like a, to me it seems like when we're doing that, we're like, not bribing, but having a conversation about it. Like you're like, okay, here's what I want you to do. What I think you can make, heel, come on. You can make it a lot smoother. Heel, good. Freya, sit. Just a little pressure, good. And this way she's right next to you, see? Good, she's being lazy bones, but break. Super serious question. Do you think puppies are cute? If you do, smash that subscribe button. And if you don't, leave a comment below. So we'll give her a little break. All right, so when you have pressure on the leash like that, good. So anytime that you basically take your elbow and pull it up, that's going to contribute pressure to the dog, which is then going to tell the dog that they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. So try to, like when you're walking her, let me show you. This is something every single person does, and this is also something that is very habit forming for people. So what you want to do is keep your arm nice and loose, okay? And then when you walk her around, you're going to tell her heel, and you can just be nice. Now if she cuts, then you can turn your pressure on and see how she stopped and backed up. Then that's when you just give her that pressure. So you're navigating and guiding her through with what you want through pressure. Good. Okay, break. So it's going to take, it's actually really hard to do. So it's going to take you some time. So why don't you just practice that, and I'll let you figure that out on your own. But just remember, anytime you give her pressure on the leash, you're telling her bad, and anytime that you're releasing the pressure, you're rewarding her with that. So this is very, so actually handling animals has become a bit foreign for us as humans. So if it's just like anything else. Sometimes it's like dancing for some people, drawing, it doesn't come natural to most people. So it is really hard. The hardest thing to do is to change your aspect of like your relationship with the dog, because it's always been just like, oh, over here. So now you have to like change that. So what you want to do is you can, I mean, go anywhere you want. This is the area that I taught her in. So if you feel more comfortable walking her around, do so. But basically what you want to do is not pretend. What you want to do is you want to think that you're out for a walk and she's just following you. So try not to pay attention to her too much. Try not to put any leash, and because then you become you can become in like a fix-it mode. Everybody does this all the time. So you're not doing anything wrong. It's just a learning curve of you going like, okay, how do I become a better handler? And again, this is the same information I give the students that I teach and certify in dog training. You just have to teach yourself that dogs like to be led. So like see like with her and me, she's very just like waiting for that next move. She's always going to try to go to the door because that means I'm not working and squirrels. So you have to remember that. So I'm gonna show you how you can start this process. But basically what you want to do is you want to guide her through the room. Heel. Good. Good. So and then you just like turn this way. And you can even turn back this way. So you always want to mix it up because she's not walking you, you're walking her. So you mix it up on her. You can turn inside turns with her like this. Come on. Good. And just give her a little pressure. Good. Inside turn. And you just have to feel her out because she's so not used to this stuff. So you move forward, basically make a rectangle. And then you turn this way, heel. So to answer your question, the original question you asked me about 25 minutes ago was, what do you do when she cuts you off? So you use your leash, pop her back, and then use your body to kind of navigate her through and dictate the behavior you want to do. So you always want to be almost one step ahead of her. Good. So you see how you like ran into the door? Try to use your left leg. See how she's like pulling you along? Try to use your left leg to cut her off. Kind of like if you play any type of sport, you're basically blocking the dog out. So you're going this way, and because she's a dog, so she doesn't know that this is necessarily like gonna stop her, and she doesn't know that you're not gonna just do this. So when she walks towards the door, she may think she's going straight through it. So you have to basically block her off, that when you're going this way, you just go boop like that, and you just use your left leg to block her out. But right now, we're teaching her leash pressure and the difference between work and play. So the heel, do you have any questions on that, on the heel? Okay, so the heel is basically her being on your left side. So we're gonna choose the left side because it's the proper dog handling side. So when you're handling her and she's in her heel, that's gonna be her heel. You can't let her break until you say break. Okay, that's very, very, very important. But you have to, it is important because like many dog owners, we go, okay, let's do this test. And say the test, hey, come here. Good, so say the test is, this is crucial. So say the test is for me to walk her from here to there, right? And I say, okay, let's do this. And I go, like this. She gets there, she passed the test, and then I go, oh, she did it, awesome. Now she doesn't know that she did it right, so we gotta verbally say, yay, good heel or whatever. But then we also have to say, okay, break, do what you want. And she walks away. That's so big for them to decompress that, especially when we're working with squirrels outside, because she's gonna go, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. So she gets so excited. And so when she gets into that state of mind, she's super stimulated, and she's like, can I? It's the same thing with food. I think that we mentioned a little bit before, is when we have food in our hand or the bowl, and they're like, and they don't have that, okay, yes, or okay, break, that decompression. What you want is like, can I? And you say yes, and then you're the gatekeeper of that. Much like kids, where they're like, I can't wait to cross the street to go to Six Flags, and they're like, come on, hold my hand. They know that they have to do that first, because in the future it's going to be life or death for them. And same thing with dogs. So right now it's heel and break. So when you're done with her and you're letting her do whatever, make sure you mark it. Because just like I just said, when I say, okay, the real big test is for us to walk from here to here, and then I go, look, everyone, she did it. But I don't tell her, yay, good girl, and then, okay, break, and now do what you want. Then basically this is also heel, because I didn't tell her anything else. I said, okay, heel from here to here, and I said, yay, good job, and now what's the difference, right? So if I tell her break, she can do that. I don't care if she pulls me to the door because she worked for it from A to B. So you have to really highlight when you say break, that means, wait, before you leave, don't forget, cop yourself some No Bad Dog merch at buynobaddogs.com. Do whatever the heck you want, especially with a young, energetic dog. She has to have that release. She's like, yeah, break me outside.